going on, y'all? You already know what it is. It's your boy Tunensports. Let's talk about it. So look, another W for the land. And listen, you lying if you say this win against LeBron didn't mean nothing. I can't speak for all Cavs fans, but some to most really wanted to beat LeBron James. And I mean finally beat LeBron James, because last time I checked, we was about 17-1 against the man, which now becomes 17-2, of course, because it was like a bump that we couldn't get over, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a like a bad bump that you wanted to get over. I mean, you know, the bumps on your faces and stuff, you just want to get rid of it. But it really was needed. It has been 11 years since the last time the Cleveland Cavaliers beat a LeBron James-led team. And it only happened one time, obviously. His time with the Miami Heat, and now his time with the Los Angeles Lakers. And think about it. One time we beat him, and he was with the Heat for about 4 seasons. And this is his 5th season with LA, so that's a pretty long time when you think about it. And the last time we defeated LeBron was on March 30th, 2011, when Baron Davis, who wore 85, led the team. And I was geeked when we had Baron Davis on the Cavs for that very, I guess you would say, short period of time. And he was one of my favorite PGs, and we thank him for that, you know. But all our Cavs teams was mid to trash whenever LeBron left us. So it was really we really didn't have the talent to really compete or try to beat his teams or whatever you want to say. But that Cavs team and this Cavs team is a whole completely different team. And this is the most talented Cavs team to date since a post-LeBron team. You know, I never seen this much talent and togetherness with a Cavs team. You know, I just haven't seen it. And you know how bad I wanted to win every time we played the Lakers, like these last couple of seasons. And especially because I have homies that's Lakers fans and LeBron fans, and you know that really they want to troll you every time, you know, especially being a Cavaliers fan, and you know Cleveland is not that good or good at all. Yeah, it was kind of annoying, man, because we will always lose. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to be LeBron too, especially to LeBron fans. It's annoying. The people I know, and man, times have definitely changed, man. It's definitely a new landscape, you know, in the land. You know, I'll say that with a smile on my face. But yeah, this was another great win for the Cavaliers on the first West Coast team I believe we played as they start their road trip. We see the Clippers later today. Yeah. I was a little upset in the first half because the way we was playing, I knew that wasn't our true identity, you know. Granted, the Lakers was getting some stuff off. You know, I'm not going to call it out, but the Cavs was able to get to the free throw line a lot, so I couldn't be too mad, right? Yeah, I couldn't be too mad at that, you know. Our bigs started off slow and a little soft, and they got into foul trouble, you know. Evan Mobley didn't even have a great game, you know, and we still was able to pull through. But the bigs got into foul trouble early and forced us to play guys like Kevin Love, Dean Wade, and Lopez a little more, you know what I mean? And we beat the Lakers 114-100. Of course, they tried to kick up in garbage time. We kept our starters still out there towards the end, you know, letting them know, yo, chill out. It's not that. D-Mitch was yo, stop. At one point, D-Mitch was stop it. Come on, stop trying to go hard. The game is over. But they put, you know, LeBron and Russ and all of them had gave up already. And their third unit started to try to bring it back, which the game was already over. They never had it. It's usually them young dudes or them rebuilding teams that be trying to compete. I ain't mad at it, but look, we beat them 114-100 with our 2 all-star guards leading the way, who previously did not play against Detroit due to rest to minor injuries. Donovan Mitchell finished with about 33 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Darius Garland had 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Now, the Cavs are now 8-1 on the season. Spider-Man, a.k.a. Donovan Mitchell, has been having a great he's having a career, you know, slash MVP year, leaving us amazed every game. I would say, like, this trade really was worth it. You know, a lot of people were saying, "No, we don't want." And bro, it's like, I get it, you know, as fans, but a lot of fans are very, very. A lot of fans are hypocrites, bro. Like, I be seeing it, and I be like, I know so many of y'all was saying we didn't want Donovan Mitchell. You know, that's not what we need. We need defense. We need the. And how would, and that's even some Cleveland, some Cavs, what you call it, whatever, say talk shows or whatever. They was like almost the same way. They wasn't sold on Donovan. I'm like, do y'all not know who Donovan Mitchell is? Like, yeah, y'all watch him, but y'all probably don't watch him like that. I get the bad stuff, you know, cause people want to put out, but Donovan Mitchell was still an all-star slash borderline superstar, you could say. You make that trade because now you see why you make that trade as you see how our season been going. He makes a difference to this Cavs team. And Colin's my guy, but come on now. Donovan's like in a different stratosphere. Like, it's just different. And a lot of y'all was saying how y'all didn't like D Mitch. Come to the Cavs, it's not worth it. But now all y'all is like, oh, you know, all hell D Mitch or whatever. But, you know, the trade was really worth it. Like I said before, we definitely putting the league on notice. And the season is still young. As D Mitch always say, you know, we just got to keep on doing it, you know. Just stay in the moment. We got to keep on doing it. So we got to continue to build and stay consistent, you know. And I want to get to some of these post-games interviews real quick. So hold on real quick.
What was the key to overcoming such a slow start? Evan and Jay. But no, on the real, like, I mean, I'm serious about that, but I think the biggest thing was we just locked in as a group. You know, they were just getting stuff that was too easy to start the game. You know, we were kind of on our heels, and they were just trying to attack. And, you know, I told Serena, there's going to be times where that happens. You know, our defense is not going to be perfect, but, you know, we think we really let them kind of do everything they wanted to do. We didn't dictate to them, and, you know, we were getting whatever we wanted offensively, but it was just like they was just like a track meet. They were just going downhill, playing through us. So coming in at halftime, we had that discussion, came back out, and really set the tone defensively. You know, kind of dictating to them. You know, being their guys, shot blockers being their guys, being in help situations, and you know, when you were able to get stops and run out, you think they had 36, 38 points in the second half. Like, you know, that's who we can be, and we just got to continue to build upon it and get two halves like that. If we can get 62 points, that'd be great.
You've talked a few times throughout the course of this start, Donovan, about trying to find your spots in the offense and picking when it's time to go and when it's time to be a playmaker and initiator. When did you, I think you had 17 of the first 22, at least you attributed to 17 of the first 22. When did you know that, like, you had to go get it?
When they went on that run, you know, as much as I say we have to, you know, get stops and whatnot, but you also got to score the ball too. So for me, just kind of taking that upon myself to just at least set that tone, getting downhill, finding a way to just create in a disadvantage, and it led to me getting layups, you know, and or pull-ups or whatnot. So some games it may be I attack the rim and then I find three-point shooters. Some games it may be I had the three-ball going, but whatever it may be, just finding ways to impact the game differently each game. And tonight was just trying to get downhill and set that tone.
Donovan had Mark and didn't good to see it.
I'm sorry.
JV is...
I'm sorry. You good, man.
I got you. JV was likening kind of your presence as like your little brother in the park, not just with your play, but, you know, the calming presence. How did you kind of view how that played out?
Tonight or just in general? I think for me, you know, just, you know, coming here, that was the biggest thing. Is trying to be a leader in every facet. You know, it's not always just about scoring. It's not always about defense. It's not always just about one thing. It's always about defense. But being able to just be a leader, be like I said, a calming presence on the floor, and you know, whether it's the beginning of the game when they went on that run, fans cheering, they're screaming, everybody's getting hyped up, keeping us calm, keeping us cool, collected, and even at the end when you know their bench guys come in and make a run, like calming that down and understanding that there's gonna be you know, a lot of different things that happen throughout the game, but if we could just stay here, you know, even keel throughout, and these guys do a great job of that. You know, as a whole, we do a great job of that. So it makes me being a leader a lot easier, you know, and it's not like it's something that's hard for me to do, and they listen and I listen as well, and it's easy, it's a free-flowing thing, but for me, just kind of just being a steady heartbeat, you know, of the team.
When you come to a new team, maybe some apprehension, anxiety, you don't know really what to expect, and then your team is terrific to this point. How satisfying is this first, you know, few games been?
It's been good. You know, it's my first time being in a new situation, and like you said, there were times where I'm like, all right, where do I fit? You know, but when you have your teammates, your coaches insisting every second of the day during camp, during practice, during preseason, during games, like just be yourself, and you know that makes it a lot easier. And you buy into a system and what they're doing, and JB's been phenomenal. We've all been phenomenal, and it made my life a lot easier just coming out and just being who I am, and being a natural leader, a guy who can just create, play defense, be able to do whatever's needed. And we've been playing well, and I'm gonna keep saying this. It's early. You know, we've done a lot of good things, but there's a lot of things we can clean up and continue to get better at. But you know, as far as what we look like, we look really good, and this is a great basketball we're playing as a group. But we can only get better. We can continue to get better, and as a group.
You said being a leader for you is easy, but being a leader in a new team is sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah.
What are things that you try to do a leader?
You know, like it calls for different games. It calls for different things in different situations. You know, tonight it was trying to attack on the offensive end. Other games it's being a decoy, you know, and kind of standing there and creating. Other games it's being a vocal leader. Other games it's leading by example. It comes in different ways. But what makes it easy, you know, to do it with these guys is that, you know, they want to win, like they want to continue to build and get better, and you know they allow me to do that. You know, that's not always the case, especially when somebody comes from a new team. You never know what the situation is going to hold, what's going to happen. So when these guys, you know, allow me to be that, and also I'm receptive to what they're telling me, because I don't. At the end of the day, I don't know everything about the game. I'm continuing learning as well, and you know, JB and the guys have continuously said, like, just be a leader, be who you are. It allows for myself to go out there and be free and play and kind of just be what I've been. Excuse me?
Is there any leader, role model for you?
I mean, you know, at a young age, I was fortunate enough to be in the Mets locker room, and you know, a guy I always attribute to is David Wright and Jose Reyes. You know, I didn't know what I was looking at that age. I didn't know what I was looking at, but as you get older, you see what I saw then. I understand situations, and always being, you know, a steady heartbeat for your team, and always being there for your teammates, whether it's, you know, in the locker room, on the bus, on the plane, and the guy's not shooting well, kind of getting him some love, whether it's on the floor, off the floor. There's just so many different ways to be a leader, but also on the flip side, being able to listen and being able to understand that, like I said, I don't know everything, you know, and I'm not going to walk around here like I do, and I think that's what creates, you know, great leadership. And when you have Kevin Love, and obviously I've played with Ricky before, like, you know, it's not just my voice, you know, it's not just JB's voice. You have Kevin Love, who's won a championship, Ricky Rubio, who's a fantastic leader. He's now on the trips with us. You know, even DG, like DG's coming, we're having these full-on conversations. You know, just because we're a younger team does not mean we have guys who aren't natural-born leaders, and you see it on a consistent basis. And you saw it a lot in the second half. You know, everybody stepped up and were vocal and continuously having each other's backs.
There's so much history with the Cavs organization and LeBron James,
Right.
as we well know. He's gotten the better of them so many times in the past. When you win a game like today against him, does it in any way feel like a turn-the-page moment for the organization?
I wouldn't say like a turn the page. You gotta, you know, it was the first championship in 52 years. You gotta always have respect and have appreciation for that. You know, I grew up a Cavs fan, so I'm very aware of Bron, but, you know, I don't think that was what we went into the game with. Obviously, you know, I didn't know there was a history he's continuously won. I didn't know that until after the game. But, you know, you always gotta have respect for greatness. And, you know, when greatness is on the floor, you just try to find a way to go out there and compete and get a win. But I wouldn't say for me personally or the group, I wouldn't say that we came in here and said that that's what it was for. We came out there just trying to do what we've been doing, and you know, fortunately it was against Bron, but it's not a wasn't like a talking point or anything. I think for us, it's, we're as an organization, I believe we're all appreciative of a championship. We have it in the banner, we have, nonstop things about it, and you can only appreciate greatness. And for us, it's just looking to build our own different culture. None of us here are LeBron James. We're all different in different types of ways, and we want to continue to build our own culture and do it differently while continuously always having respect for what he's done.
So yeah, that was Donovan Mitchell, y'all. Such a good dude, man. Donovan Mitchell is such a great teammate. I like how he stresses this early. So basically, he's saying it's okay to be in a moment, but we have more work to do. Our main goal is to win the championship, first the playoffs, and then the NBA championship. At least get to the NBA Finals, and I believe we can do that. I really had this funny feeling that for some reason we can do that. But I like how he didn't even know that the Cleveland Cavaliers had lost that many games to LeBron James, and he let it be known that was no motivation because they didn't even know. But Spider, I knew, the Cavs fans knew, and we wanted to beat LeBron, and that was our motivation. But I like how he he acknowledged, he was a Cavs fan, of course, LeBron James fan coming up. That's obvious, and a lot of people grew up as a Cavs fan / LeBron James fan, and I like how he acknowledged LeBron James, and what he did for Cleveland. I still respect LeBron, for what he did. I mean, he wasn't the only person, of course, on the team that did something. There's multiple players, especially Kyrie hitting the shot. But LeBron James, without him, we wouldn't even have been in that situation in the first place. So you have to acknowledge LeBron James. He didn't have to come back, but he did. And I like that. I like how they, Donovan Mitchell he's such a good dude, man. Such a good dude. But let's get to the JB part.
What changed in the second half?
Defense. Again, it was one of those nights where, I thought in the first half, for whatever reason, we were tentative. And we weren't bringing the physicality and taking it to them. I thought we were on our heels. And give them credit, right? They are aggressive, they're strong, they're physical offensively. They can dominate the painted area if you let them. And I thought they did that to start the game. But, again, our guys believe in our defense and know when called upon, we can get stops. And again, it was 5 guys protecting the paint. We told them at halftime if they beat us taking contested threes, that's on the coaching staff. If they beat us in the paint, that's on everybody. So, they took the message to heart.
There were so many ancillary factors coming into the game. Would you attribute the slow start to?
LA. No, it was, the emotions of the game. Again, playing in LA, the afternoon game. There's so many things that can go into it, but again, it's 48-minute game, and having trust that at some point it was clicking, and I thought it did in the second half.
Well, following up on what Chris was asking in the first half, Darius and Donovan briefly kind of talked their offense down a little bit, but Jared and Evan went to the roof. How do you kind of fix all 4 of those guys? I think there's something out there that's all
Yeah, it's, hopefully, and what we keep preaching is you just make the right play over and over again. And, if you're open, the shot is the right play. If the defense, comes to you, you make the next pass, that's the right play. So, I think sometimes our guys get caught in emotion, and I'll give it, but it's like sometimes they're too selfless, where they're trying to make the right play and they're trying to make the one more pass. But our big guys can dominate the painted area. We've seen them do it. So we just got to make sure, again, that they understand that at points the most selfless thing you can do is take the shot. And I thought, in that first half, their rhythm was a little disrupted. It was choppy because both of them ended up getting in foul trouble. So they were in and out of the game, and I don't think they felt comfortable either.
Training camp, you always go with a good start to the season. So in your basketball experience, get off to a nice start like this tough time. How do you weigh that this year?
It's important because I think it builds confidence and belief. Especially some of the wins that we've had and the places that we've gone to have to go get those wins. already playing 3 overtime games and being able to figure out, how to win in close games and close moments. But it's a long season, and the important thing is that we sustain it and we continue to build the right habits. It's that, confidence and belief that he can get it done. And, obviously he knows what he's capable of, but having guys, it's almost that you go to the park with your big brother kind of feel, where you're going up against older guys, but your brother's there and he's got your back. So it gives you that confidence that you can go out and do more, that you can play the game and play it to your strengths and play it to your level of confidence. So, the guys have a lot of trust in him, and, the best part about it is, he earned it right away. And he earned it by being a part of the group. As soon as he got to Cleveland, all he wanted to do was be a good teammate and be a part of the group. He never did anything to isolate himself. And as good as he is, it would have been easy to do it. You know what I mean? And people would have, moved around towards him. But all he ever wanted to do was be a part of the group.
What examples have been good teammates?
Just the way he talks to people. There's nothing that we ask everyone else to do that he's not willing to do. Like getting guys together, going to the playoff game, like the baseball playoff game, like all these things, not just basketball related, but making sure the group is organized and together. He's gone above and beyond.
He was always considered a big star. Now that you've seen him up close,
Again, being in the East a lot, you know what he's capable of as a scorer, and you watch the numbers that he puts up. But he is an elite offensive player and a complete offensive player. The passes that he can make, cross court and on time, on target, like those are passes that big guys typically make, bigger wings, I should say. His understanding of the game, his IQ, and, again, like his want to help the team. Those are things you just don't know when you're not with them every single day.
JB, you've asked a lot of Karis on the defensive end throughout the course of this year. I'm not sure if it gets tougher than guarding LeBron. How do you feel like he handled that matchup?
He took it. You know what I mean? Like, again, one of the, and in the conversation for greatest players of all time. Like, all you can do is fight and scrap and try to make it difficult. And, like, Karis has proven on every matchup that, he's just not going to back down. And he's going to do his best because he knows what's best for the team. And I think it just falls in line with how selfless this group is. And, just willing to sacrifice. Like, it's hard, to go out and guard a guy like that. And then Karis, has been, a scorer for the majority of his career. But, like, he's sacrificing that for the greater good of the team because he knows what this team needs. So, again, our group, and we are extremely fortunate, we've never had to sacrifice character over talent, and we just keep building on that. I think it's their natural upbringing, personality, whatever it is, and then when you put it in a group, it just fosters itself to something bigger than the individual. But like when you look at these guys and you go down the line, and I don't say it lightly, but like there's not one guy who I don't enjoy going and being able to work with every single day, right? And if you ask the group, they'll tell you the same thing. So as individuals, like they're phenomenal human beings, and then you put them all in the same place, and it just becomes bigger than greater than the individual. Okay, because we know what we're capable of, and we're trying to build those habits. All right. Over here. Okay, thanks. It ain't in there.
Hey now! Hey now! Hey! This is unprecedented in Junkyard Dog history. I'm telling you this right now. Hey! After that halftime speech, we're giving it to John Blair. threes together on three. 1, 2, 3.
Defense. And a lot of y'all be flip-flopping. 1 minute JB's not a good coach. Next minute he is. Y'all got to pick one, man. I always respected JB as a coach. And I was happy when he got hired and was a replacement for John Beilein. JB's a great coach. Like, I had made a video or live, whatever. Perfect fit. Donovan Mitchell, all these guys fit with each other, man. JB fits. Like, he's a perfect coach because he's still, it's like his first time having success as a head coach, you can say. He dealing with a bunch of young guys. He knows when to push the button. Like, he knows when to bark on you, like to get you, not like in the sense of like, yo, pull it together type of bark. Like, he definitely goes off on his team when he knows they could do so much better and when he knows they playing out of sync. And that sometimes boosts the momentum. If you notice, when we playing bad in the first half or whatever, not even bad, just not playing up to par, the second half we come out and it's like a new match is lit. You know what I'm saying? I love JB. I love the type of coach he is. I wouldn't want a coach that just sits there and coach, if you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't want a coach like Steve Nash or a coach like what's another coach that's laid back, you can say. I don't know. I don't want no Frank Vogel type of coach. I want like a Jason Kidd, a JB Bickerstaff, man, I don't know, man. It's like certain coaches, I just like how they approach the game and how they talk to players. I even like players coaches. You know, players coaches is cool too. I'm not saying you can't be that laid back type of coach. I'm just saying it's just a different type of coach that brings the fire out of a team, man. Yeah, it's just that, and as you can see, he been doing a good job with this team. What else can I say about this guy? And he won the JYD. Yeah, he won JYD. Which is the Junkyard Dog chain, if y'all didn't know. Sometimes I said you could get the chain by like having, not always closing out, and it's not about scoring the most points. It's about who was the reason why we won this game, who put in the work, who played both sides of the ball, being grimy, being gritty. What did you do to earn this win? Sometimes the team could get it, sometimes a player could get it, and I think this is the first time the coach actually got it, because I never seen a coach get the Junkyard Dog chain. So this is really a first time, and it's cool because every single game that we win, because you have to win the game in order to get the chain. Every single game that we win, there's always a new person that's winning it, and that Junkyard Dog chain, some of y'all might look at it as, oh, what are y'all doing? It means a lot though. It definitely boosts it. I think it definitely gives a boost to some of these younger guys. It means a lot to the Cavs. I like the Junkyard Dog chain idea. I like that they incorporated into it with these guys, and then they be excited to wear it. You know, because it makes you feel important. Like, you the reason why, or one of the reasons why you know the game was won. You earned it. And JB, he got the JYD chain, and you gotta understand, we made adjustments in the second half, and we started playing zone, and we started playing zone defense, and we started basically locking up the Lakers and making sure they get nothing in the paint. And we know the Lakers not a great three-point shooting team, so we definitely upped it up. That's what it's all about. It's all about coaching and making adjustments. I love the attitude from this team. I love everything, man. JB, my guy. I'm so glad JB was able to get a contract extension. I'm so glad Kobe got a contract extension. This whole Cavaliers organization, man, it's just fun. You know, it's fun to be a part of. It's fun to watch these guys, you know. And I definitely thought JB was robbed Coach of the Year. I get it why you would lean the other way, but that, you know, he should have won Coach of the Year. You know, he should have won Coach of the Year what he did with them guys. Kevin Love should have won Sixth Man of the Year. Darius Garland should have won Most Improved, and he was robbed by Ja Morant, who was already playing great. I don't get why Ja Morant won Most Improved Player of the Year, but that's neither here or there, bro. But shout out to JB. winning the JYD chain. And yeah, man, that's my dude right there. Shout out to